If you're the proud owner of a Nashville Public Library card like I am, you're probably used to checking out books and movies and music. But did you now know that you can check out original artwork by local artists? Here to tell us more about it is Emily Waltonbaugh, and she's with Metro Arts. What a cool program.
Isn't it great?
Tell me about it. It's the Metro Arts Lending Library, and it's a partnership with the library.
That's true. This all came about last year. I think we can all agree that 2020 was a rough year, especially for artists, many of whom had their income dry up overnight. And so we were thinking in the early months of 2020, what's a way where we can direct some support to artists? And so we decided to put out a call to collect more local artwork, to purchase that from artists. And then we thought, how can we take that to the next level and make it as accessible as possible for anyone in Nashville who wants to experience art? And we immediately thought of the public library. Nashville Public Library is no stranger to checking out unusual items like seeds or tablets or ukuleles even. So, and we know that they're champions for accessibility, and they bring programming and resources right to people in their neighborhoods. So they were on board right away from the beginning. So we worked with them to acquire these 60 artworks and frame them and catalog them and make them ready for checkout to anybody with a library card.
So 2 locations.
The collection starts with 60 artworks total, 30 here at the Southeast Branch Library and 30 at the Madison Branch Library. You can check out one at a time, one per library card, for up to 3 months. And you take it home. We have hardware on the back. We even give you a little nail and hanging instructions. So really all you need is a hammer if you want to hang up your artwork. You can get to know it, learn a bit about the artist, bring it back after 3 months, and do the whole thing over again with a new artwork.
Ashley Mintz is one of the featured artists, and this is your work.
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about it.
Right
It's
here.
beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so this is the piece that I submitted for the Metro Arts Lending Library. And so I used a lot of green and blue. I wanted it to be kind of like earthy. And if you look closely, there's a girl sitting almost like in water. So I wanted it to be like nature. I do a lot of circles in my work because I feel like it kind of unites the physical and spiritual. So yeah,
That is gorgeous,
Thank you.
Ashley. What does this mean to you to have your work here hanging on a wall in the library, knowing it's going to be in someone's home?
Right. It feels great. I feel like it connects the artists to Nashville even more. It kind of like solidifies the connection. Also, I love doing community arts projects, so I feel like this helps connect the artists with the community even more. People who can't usually afford art will be able to have it in their homes, and then it might help them think about collecting art later on.
Absolutely.
So.
I love original art. I think it adds so much to a home. And I think that a lot of folks will see your work and all of these other artists' work, go to your website and actually maybe purchase some.
Right, yep.
And that's a goal, I think, that the whole project is all about.
Right, yep, especially with the way things have been in the last year. So that would help artists out.
Well, you do incredible work, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm so excited about this Metro Arts Lending Library.
I am as well.
If you'd like to find out more about it, there's pictures online where you can actually see the work before you check it out. All the details about it are there as well. So we'll put a link to our website. I'll connect their website to ours at newschannel5.com. There is something extremely satisfying about having an original piece of artwork in your home. It elevates any space you put it in. It's one of a kind, and no one else has the exact same piece that you do. As you just saw, if you live in Davidson County, you no longer need to own a piece of art to enjoy it. Joining us by Zoom to tell us more about the new Metro Arts Lending Art Program is Metro Arts Executive Director Caroline Vinson and Lending Library artist Amanda Downs. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Hello.
Well, I'm so excited to hear about this program. I love original art, and I try to get as many pieces as I can, but sometimes it can be a little bit pricey, as you know, Caroline. So now we can have this type of art. We can borrow it, though, through this new lending library. Tell us how the program works.
Sure. So at Metro Arts, we try to provide access to the arts, and one way we wanted to do that is through the library. So basically with your library card, you can head to the Southeast Branch Library or Madison and check out the exhibition wall where you'll see lots of different types of original art. Pick one out, let the librarian know you want to take it home with you, check it out, and they're going to give you a case to put it in and even some hardware to hang it on your wall, or you might want to lean it on a wall securely, and you get to take it home for up to 3 months.
That is amazing. Amanda, how does this feel knowing that your art is now going to be someone is going to be able to check out your art from the library and have it hanging in their home? What does this mean to you?
It means so much to me. As an artist, personally, my mission is to be able to provide a positive image of Black women and just to have representation. And now I'll be able to fulfill that and have my art touch people who I may never meet. So it's really, really exciting.
So how do you describe your art, Amanda?
I would describe my art as... that's a good question. I would describe my art as uplifting. I try to make it empowering, and I try to spark the interest of the viewer and hopefully have them to spark the interest to want to research the subject matter of the art.
Wow. Well, I can't wait to see your art when I get there, and definitely want to check some of that out. So now, Caroline, why did you all at Metro Arts think a program like this was necessary?
Sure. So last March, as we all can remember, kicked off with an awful tornado and then right into the pandemic shutdown. And we sort of at Metro Arts looked at our programs and said, how can we support artists directly? So we pivoted funding, we pivoted things to say, here's an opportunity within our public art funding to purchase artwork from local artists. And, a lot of times public art is a large scale sculptural piece and it's one thing, at a place. And in this case, we were able to purchase 60 artworks from 60 different artists locally and provide funding, right to those artists within, a few months. And then, in addition, provide those works to the citizens of Nashville to check out. So it was kind of a twofold program.
Well, you're helping the artist and you're helping those of us who love their work. So, Amanda, where would we typically have been able to see your art prior to this?
Prior to this, my art was on my website, creativelegacyart.com. I've been at several different shows throughout Nashville, the Nashville Art Crawl. Recently, I was in an art show in Kentucky, in Lexington, Kentucky.
Well, this is going to be able to expose you to so many more people. And was that the goal for you all too, Caroline?
Sure. We hope that it not only supported the artists temporarily with those payments, but also creates, additional audience for these artists. So, someone goes into the library, checks out the work, and then gets to learn more about that artist and maybe seek them out and maybe purchase their own work in the future. You'll see this collection is, small to medium-sized works. And while it's not, financially attainable for us all to own original art, these are affordable pieces. So I think it'd be a great idea for folks to be thinking about that. Can you become an art collector? And, that could be at any scale. I mean, there's artists who make postage stamp size artworks or postcard art or mail art. And I think we're just excited to share that opportunity with the folks in Nashville.
Absolutely, because if we see that we check out a piece of Amanda's work and then we may decide, okay, I'm going to go to her website and buy more, or maybe give some as a gift to someone else. And I know that's what you're hoping for too, right, Amanda?
That's right.
So how does the return process work? Is it all we need is a Metro card, right? If we have a Metro library card, if we want to check out a piece of this artwork. But talk us a little bit about through the process. Do we just come in, say, okay, I want to check out that piece? How does the process work and how do you get it back?
Sure. So you would go to those branches and you can only go to those physical spaces. You can't, they're not transferred between the branches. So you go to Southeast or Madison, pick out an artwork and check it out. They're going to put it in a carrying case for you. You take that home and then you get to enjoy it for up to 3 months. When you're ready to bring it back, put it back in the carrying case and then bring it to the branch library, into the desk, preferably not in the book drop. And then maybe check out another piece. One great thing about the exhibit wall is behind the artworks, when they're checked out, you'll see a vinyl image of what that artwork looks like. So you still get to see it and maybe even put it on hold if there's one that you really want to check out, but it's not available.
So other than Amanda's work, can you give us some of the other artist names that are also going to be a part of the lending library?
Sure. So we have Amanda. We have 60 artists. There's lots of different folks. Jordan Carpenter, Eric Peters. I know J. Todd Green is in the collection. Lindsay Davis, Brenda Buffett. Lots of names, and they're all on our website if you want to check that out. MetroArtsNashville.com.
So the only requirement is that you live in Metro Davidson County?
And have a library card.
And
yes.
have a library card. You can keep it for up to 3 months. And hopefully this will definitely spur on the bug to buy more original pieces of artwork, because there's so many talented artists, just like Amanda, and those in the lending library in our area that we wanted to support. And I cannot thank you both enough for coming on to tell us about the Metro Lending Library. And it's at the 2 locations, the Southeast and the Madison location, and you can go on their website to find more about all the artwork in which you can check out. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.